What is good, YouTube, man? It's your boy D-Nice Esco, man. I'm back with another banger for y'all, man. And as y'all can tell by the title, I'm here with the best settings for y'all to put on NBA 2K25. You feel what I'm saying? Overall best settings. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna win more games with these settings, and these settings also work for Play Now Online, Play Now Offline, My Team, NBA errors, anything, you know what I'm saying, Dynasty mode, season mode, whatever. My Player or whatever. These are the best overall settings, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? This new shot time is this year, everything. I meant to drop this video a while ago, but I ain't gonna do too much talking, man. Let's get straight into it. Now, when you first load into NBA 2K25, and you know what I'm saying, you at the main screen, you want to navigate over to features. Boom. Once you get over the features, you want to press A. Then the first thing that's going to pop up, we're going to go to settings, just the regular settings. The very first thing you want to do, you want to change your game difficulty to Hall of Fame. That's it. You want to change your game difficulty to Hall of Fame. Then you want to go down to action replays. Never. I turn action replays, never. Camera shake off, highlight, all that, highlight, player cut, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff, turn this off. So camera shake, you're going to turn that off. Action replays, never. Highlight, play, camera cuts off, you know what I'm saying? Arena photo, strobe flashes, turn all that off. 2K smart play overlay, turn all that off. And let me see. And that should be it. That's it for the regular settings. So you basically, I'm gonna go through it again. Put your game difficulty on Hall of Fame. That way, even when you playing offline, you'll get used to shooting on Hall of Fame. So when you do go play online, the online difficulty isn't Hall of Fame. You feel what I'm saying? So you'll be accustomed to shooting and shot timing and figuring out shots and all of that. So just change your game difficulty to Hall of Fame. Like I say, all these camera shakes and action replays, all that type of stuff, I turn that stuff off. Alright, for the second, we're gonna go over to code settings. My bad if I'm moving too fast, but you're gonna scroll over to code settings. Boom. Very first thing you want to do in coach settings, adaptive coaching engine, you want to turn that off. Please turn that off. Also, timeouts and substitutions, you want those on manual, because you want, when you playing online, when you playing against people online, you want to make your own substitutions. You want to call your own timeouts. You don't want the computer basically doing it for you. You feel what I'm saying? So you put both of these on manual, timeout and substitutions. And then offensive play vision, that's on all plays. Play vision, display full plays. Play calling, messages, show all. And then offensive, defensive, and late. Offensive play calling, defensive play calling, late game fouling, you want all those on manual. Freelance, this is important right here. Freelance series order dynamic. Freelance series repeat on success, because if it's working, why not change it? You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you put freelance series order on dynamic, and then also put freelance series repeat on success. And then 2K added this teammate cut to basket. You want to put that on manual. The reason you want to put that on manual is because when you call for like your picks and your screens, like in other years in 2K, once the player come and set the screen, that cut straight to the basket. You may not want them to do that. You may want them to, you know what I'm saying, post up, you know what I'm saying, fade and post up for a three. You know what I'm saying? So you can stop and pop it off the pick and roll. So make sure teammate cut to basket is set to manual. Alright, for the third setting, man, y'all want to go over to the very next box, which is controller settings. The very next box, which is controller settings. This is personal preference right here. Vibration, I play with vibration off. Me personally, I don't like my controller vibrating at all while I'm playing, so I got that on off. I would suggest you have it on off, but like I said, it's personal preference. Now, the biggest thing about this video, the most important key factor about this video is these few things right here. All this shot timing cue, all this shot timing profile, not. If you know how to shoot, I'm playing on high risk reward, which means either I'm gonna green the shot or either I'm not. Normal, which means basically means I ain't gonna hit too many whites. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta strictly green the shot to hit it. If you a player that's not that good and still trying to figure out, you may want to play on some of these other difficulties. Normal risk or low risk. Normal risk and low risk, you can still hit shots. I don't recommend it because I feel it's cheesy. You can still hit whites. You feel what I'm saying? You can still hit white 3-pointers, certain type of little shots that shouldn't go in. You can still make them and stuff like that on normal risk and low risk. So that's basically the difference between. But I play on high risk reward because me personally, I'm using the new shooting this year. You know what I'm saying? The new rhythm shooting. So high risk reward plus rhythm shooting plus turning the shot meter off is almost like guaranteed green if you know how to shoot and you know the players, shot. So I play on high risk, high reward. And then layup profile timing, I play on real player percentage only because when you go to do layups, the animations will kind of mess up the timing of you releasing for the layups. You feel what I'm saying? Real player percentage is they're gonna make the layups based off their real player percentage. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of easier to make layups on real player percentage, but like I say, it's all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? You can play on low risk, normal risk, or high risk. You feel what I'm saying? Layup timing only has a small impact on your shot. You feel what I'm saying? But it's no timing required, basically. You don't have to go based off the release timing on the layups, and I just feel like that's better for the layups. Free throw timing, I got this on user timing, shot timing, visual cue. Okay, boom. I got this set at set point. Basically, you can release the ball right at the top of their jumper and it's gonna be a green. Release is good as well, but I just feel like release is a tad bit too slow. Release is just too slow for me. Push, I don't really use push, or I don't use jump, but I'm very comfortable with set point. I promise you guys, use set point or release. You can go between both. To figure out which one is better for you, but I recommend set point. My second recommendation is release. Sometimes I go back and forth between both. So it's all personal preference, but I got mine on set point. Shot meter input, I got that on all. The only other thing you need to worry about, only other thing I have to worry about is full receiver control, icon passing. You want to have this on full receiver control. Handoff, pitch pass for icon passing, full receiver control, my bad. And then go down the very next one to receiver control. You want that on handoff, pitch pass. I'm trying to see what else. And I believe that's pretty much it for the controller settings, because that's basically just figuring out your set, what you want to do for your shooting. That's basically for the controller settings, just figuring out the time, what type of timing, what type of releases, you know what I'm saying, what type of functions you want to use for your shot timing, visual cue, and all that, that different type of stuff like that. Sorry if I'm losing anyone. I'm trying to make sure you guys can keep up, but the very last thing, man, you want to go all the way. You want to go from controller settings and you want to go all the way down to customize HUD. Once you go into customize HUD, the very first thing you want to focus on is perfect release animations and effects. You want to take your visibility. I think it's going to be on user only when you first go into it, but you want to put this on all shots. That's the only thing you really have to focus on. Graphic placement and sound effects, that's all personal preference stuff you can do yourself. Player indicator, this, boom. I like the player indicator on, and then you can either, normally 2K is gonna have it out as circle, but you can have it as basketball, flame. Me personally, I like the basketball. Sometimes I just go back and forth between, different colors. It don't matter which color, and I have it on medium. Like I say, all of that is really personal preference though, but you do want to have player indicator visibility on. Then we go over to shot meter shots. You want to turn this to off. I believe when you first start, it's going to be on, but you want to turn that to off. Visibility for layups, you want that on, just so you can see your releases around the rim and around the basket, all of that different type of stuff. Visibility for free throws, I got that on, and then graphic, color, size, placement, all that stuff is personal preference. Turbo meter, fatigue meter, all that stuff is preference. Injury, fatigue icon, all that stuff is preference. Takeover icon, all that stuff is preference. Shot feedback, that's the only other thing you need to focus on. Visibility for shot feedback, you need to have this on all shots. And then the rest of this other stuff you don't have to worry about. Ball handler text, this is all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? And those are the best settings, you know what I'm saying, for NBA 2K25. Like I say, online, offline, whatever game modes, like these are the best settings, man.